parents are pulling out all the stops to keep their children engaged as the country adjusts to a 21-day lockdown. Cgtn's Julie Shire spoke with parents to find out how they're managing their schedules.
South Africa's lockdown has been in place for just a few days, but children have been home for 2 weeks, leaving parents with their hands full. Yolanda Liebenberg's son is 8 years old. Being stuck at home is not ideal.
It's been quite frustrating not going out. And I can see, especially with Troy, he gets quite frustrated. Us as parents sometimes just want to lie down and read a book, and all he wants to do is have that interaction and play. And he gets quite frustrated when we can't.
More time being spent cooking, baking, playing with toys, and repurposing old games.
I mostly build paper airplanes because my dad inspired me to build different paper airplanes, because when he made a first airplane, I was very amazed by it. And then there was one that I made. I copied my dad, and then I learned from my friends.
There's been more awareness around hygiene and hand washing. Jessica Ginger's son is 7. She's careful about striking the right balance between chores, play, and homework.
Levi and I ensure that he gets this work done every 5 days. We revise it together and all of that. In between, we've initiated a Monopoly game where he gets rewarded for certain activities, like changing the dog's water, reading for 30 minutes, taking a nap, that sort of thing, where he earns Monopoly money, and he can use this money to pay for screen time or to pay for a candy bar or a chocolate.
Some South African schools are providing online classes, and the solution seems to work for some.
I feel like it's exciting because it's easy to do the work. You can just log onto your computer or your iPad or whatever device you're using, and you can just type your work and then submit it to your teachers. And I think that's a new and interesting way of learning, and I feel like it's somewhat more interesting.
But for the majority of South African children, they don't have devices or access to the internet, and online teaching will not work. Since schools closed in South Africa and across the world, every parent has tried to adapt to this new lockdown reality. And I am no exception, as I try to bring some routine and normality to my children. Julie Shire, Cgtn, Johannesburg, South Africa.